when you heal the parts of you that are blocked, you become unburdened, you become free, you become an untethered force of light in the world, and you start to allow yourself to believe you are worthy of what you desire. You become unapologetic about what you desire, and you become a magnet for it.
Gabrielle Bernstein, a role model for spiritual seekers.
We can do all the spiritual practices and we can do all the manifesting techniques, and they all work. But what really allows your manifestations to come into form and allows you to keep those manifestations in your life forever and not sabotage them is changing the core beliefs, healing the core beliefs that block you. So what I want to do with you now is to not tell you or teach you these 4 steps. I want you to experience these 4 steps. These are 4 steps that allow you to become curious and connected to the core belief that's blocking you. Why? These core beliefs are young. They're like little children that live inside of us, and they're protection mechanisms. And like I said, they've been around for as long as we can remember. So what do we need to do with them? We don't want to yell at them. We don't want to judge them. We don't want to push them down, right? They're like little kids inside of us, like inner children. What do we want to do? We want to be calm. We want to be compassionate. We want to connect to them. We want to be curious about them. Do you have children in your life? I met many of you. Do you have friends' children or your own children or grandchildren? Yes. If they came to you and they were having a hard time, what would you do? Embrace them, support them, help them, hug them, compassion, kindness, calmness. Okay. What happens when you notice yourself in that negative belief or that pattern or that behavior? How do you treat yourself? Judgment, frustration, attack, guilt tripping. But here's the story, guys. You all have little children living inside of you, and every single day you're yelling at them, you're judging them, they're telling them that they're wrong, they're not good enough, you're berating them. So we're going to focus and give them some love. How does this help you manifest? It helps you manifest because when you start to get into a relationship with these parts of yourself, and you start to notice that there's some connection inside, and there's a new energy starts to emerge, and that energy is compassionate. That energy is calm, and it's curious, and it's creative, and it's clear, and it's an energy that's very alive. And that energy is yourself. It's called self-energy. This is a spiritual energy, a universal energy. It's like your super attractor energy. That self-energy is inside of you. It's like an internal healer, and it is who you are. You've just been blocking it with these stories and these protection mechanisms. So I want to allow a little bit of self to come through because that self-energy is what manifests. So let's open our hearts and our minds right now. I want to just do a little meditation with you. Place your palms facing upward. And begin now by closing your eyes. And notice that belief or pattern or behavior that has been blocking you, that's been holding you back. And let's focus your attention inward right now. Focusing inward, noticing that part of you inside. Becoming curious now. Where does this part of you live in your body? And what does it feel like? What do you know about it? Are there any thoughts or feelings or sensations attached to it? Any images? How long has it been around? And just noticing a little bit more what's inside. And now offering a little bit more connection. Ask this part of you, what do you need? Ask the part, what do you need? And just listen. Just listen. And now take a deep breath in. and let it go. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath in. And notice now how you feel inside. Do you feel more calm? Do you feel more curious? Do you feel more compassionate? Do you feel more clear? Take one more deep breath in and let it go. And when you're ready, open your eyes. How do you feel now? Do you feel more calm? Do you feel more connected to that part? Are you curious to know more? Do you have a little bit of compassion towards yourself now? In about 2 minutes, we did a 4-step practice. The first step was we chose to check inside. Typically what happens when you feel uncomfortable feelings? You check out. You check out. You go to the fridge, you pick up the drink, you run to the phone, you start numbing out on YouTube, you check out. You're like, I don't want to feel that, I'm out. Instead here, I'm going to design this practice for you to check in, to choose to check in, recognizing it's your choice in any given moment to choose to focus your attention inward and check inside. The second step was curiosity, asking the part, where are you in my body? What do I know about you? What do I need to know? What do you want me to know? Are there any images or thoughts or sensations? Giving it some curiosity, connecting to it. The third step is compassionate connection. Offering that part this compassionate connection by asking, what do you need? What do you need? And as you hear those responses and you check in more closely, you start to get this new energy shifting inside of you. We heard you speak of it: compassion, clarity, calmness, lighter, love, self-love. In 3 minutes, you went from being in a core belief that you've carried for your life that has been holding you back and blocking you from your manifesting power. And in 3 minutes, you felt safer inside, more connected inside, more calm inside, more clear inside. You allowed self-energy to come forward, and that self-energy is what helps. Self-help. This is the most profound manifesting practice of all. Because when you heal the parts of you that are blocked, you become unburdened, you become free, you become an untethered force of light in the world, and you start to allow yourself to believe you are worthy of what you desire. You become unapologetic about what you desire, and you become a magnet for it. And I was on the radio this morning with a lovely gentleman, and he said, well, Gabby, that all sounds nice, but that sounds like a lot of work. And I said, well, yeah, it's decades of undoing, but it doesn't have to be a lot of effort. It's the energetic shift that counts, not the effort. The energetic shift. So if you spend 1, 2, 3 minutes a day, 1, 2, or 3 minutes a day, 1 minute is fine, doing this 4-step check-in, you have a little bit of a shift in your energy. You do it again the next day. You have a little bit more of a shift in your energy. You show up the next day, you do have a little bit more of a shift in your energy, and your energy begins to shift and shift and shift, and you start to trust that new energy more and more, and you start to want more of that new energy. You start to think, well, I don't really want to go back to that old pattern. I really like this new energy, this self-energy. Self begets more self. You start to want to lean into it more and lean into it more. So my prescription for you guys is 1 minute a day, 4 steps. That 1 minute a day of 4 steps, especially if you do it in the morning, has the power to radically change your life. It has the power to change you at a core level. It has the power to change your energy and change your beliefs. And it is one day at a time, adding up those subtle shifts. And as we begin to add up these subtle shifts, we can start to step into this energy that's unapologetic about what we want. And we can start to give ourselves permission to see our desires all the way through to the end, because we're no longer blocking them or cutting them off. We have a desire, we can give ourselves the opportunity and the permission to see it through to the end. If you like this video and you want to get more Gabby, check out the next one right over here.